You are now tuned in to Debate Amongst Friends, home of Doc and Prof. That's right. He's back, baby. Doc alongside the Professor John Gotti, the king of RNG, the troll master, the data analyzing ninja, the conqueror, the newly formed Terminator, the cleaner.
Best podcasting machine. El Tranquilo, Doc, El Idolo, how are you doing? Welcome back. I'm having way too many nicknames.
That's right. It's all good though. I mean, your nickname King, man. I just happened to get this
all I
one from
have to
you.
say is it was all a dream.
It was all a dream. Shout out to you for dreaming. John Terminator Gotti. Speaking of Johns,
Ooh.
not those Johns. I'm sorry,
Ooh.
ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I'm back. I'm a little rusty, but
not even 2 minutes in, folks.
I should say, speaking of Joneses, and I'm pretty sure that I came across this at one point in time, and maybe I forgot. But I, for some reason, forgot that John Bones Jones is brothers with Chandler and Arthur Jones in the NFL. I don't know why it hit me this morning, and I was like, "They're brothers?
Yeah.
What?"
they don't get as much like, oh my gosh, they're brothers and stuff. Like they don't get that type of coverage. So
yeah, that really threw me off. I was like, man, what a successful family. I know Mama Jones must be really, really happy. But that's not what we're here for. We're not here to talk about Mama Jones.
But also shout outs to her, by the way.
Oh yeah, big time shout out. That's success, man. People need to but that's why I'm saying it should be glorified, because it's not every day that there are 3 successful athletes in the family. Usually there's like one really good and then one that's just like kind of so-so. Not gonna throw any names out there.
He's gonna throw.
I won't. I'm not gonna throw any names. Or not. I am.
With the gleam in his eye, he wants.
I am, but I'm not gonna do it. Just gonna take a sip of my water and carry on. But we're here to talk about the breaking NBA 2K22 covers, 3 different covers, depending on which amount of money I guess you feel like spending. So one has Luka Doncic. The other one has, which is awesome, first female cover athlete, Candace Parker. And the last, which I'm assuming is going to be the $100 version, with Kareem, Dirk, and KD. All of the covers look spandiferous. I'm just gonna make up a word. All right, spandiferous, spectacular. The splash of colors and the art is amazing. I love the shades of blues, yellows, reds, like that kind of like
it was
went with this color.
Painting from artist Charlie Palmer. So big shout outs to him though. He made some incredible pieces. There's actually 2 alternate version of that Legends edition actually, in which KD is actually in the forefront.
I mean, they all look awesome. I mean, I think whichever one you decide to get, which it kind of stinks, because when you think about the current trend of digital editions, right? Like this is one that you might be like, man, I should get the physical copy just so I can get the art, right? Which I assume they'll probably sell these for that particular artist.
Of course.
But just looking at it, it's visually appealing. And I don't know how the loading screen is going to be, if the loading screen is going to be based on the one that you choose. But who really cares about a loading screen, right? But the one thing I did want to bring up, and we talked about this in the past in regards to video games, is although these cover arts are fantastic, and huge shout out to Luka, obviously Candace, and the other gentlemen who get on the cover, some for the first time. What about the gameplay? Is the gameplay going to be different? Are they just changing the cover? Like the cover is going to outshine the gameplay. And the one question that I really have, and this is something that I've kind of been begging for, and I feel like you would even get possibly more female gamers, is if they allowed, similar to NBA Live in the past, female players to play in the park or play in the rec during the My Player. That's
I
one part.
don't think they're going to do that. There is a special edition version of 2K22 with the WNBA players, so it's not going to be in every single version of the game because, of course, they want money.
No, definitely.
But for those who decided to get the anniversary edition, they will get 100,000 virtual currency, 10,000 My Team points, and 10 My Team tokens, 10 boosts for each My Career skill type, and Gatorade boost type, 3 Sapphire My Team cards, 22 My Team promo packs, a Diamond Jordan shoe My Team item, and Coach card My Team pack, and My Player apparel and accessory collection, 2 Luka Doncic t-shirts, 2 NBA 75th anniversary cover athlete t-shirts, a backpack, arm sleeve, and custom designed skateboard, aka crap.
I don't want that crap. But some people do want that crap, though. Some people do want that, though. Some people want skateboards and t-shirts and apparel. I mean, people pay a lot of money for this stuff.
That's even dumber.
Hey. Some people really love the swag, man. Hey, some people love it. But back to your comment, though, about before we get back to that crap, I don't. So the WNBA, I guess, season was available in the previous edition, but it's like I want to see a WNBA franchise mode. I want to see a WNBA, face up like My Player. Like it would just make sense. They shouldn't have to go to another park. Like they should just integrate it, make it so that women don't have to play as men, right? They could just actually play as women, and it just be all good. Because that's what happens in the real life anyway. Some women are actually dominating men. Obviously, vice versa. It's my court, right? This is virtual basketball. Let the men and women play, cheaters, right? I did. I'm sorry, but I want to play a WNBA franchise. Like, I want it to be all encompassing. I want it to be the same as the NBA. Like, it's not taking a lot of,
Now, and I'm glad that you mentioned that because I know you're very, very big on franchise mode.
Of course.
On these type of games. Now, you'll have to let me know because I don't play these type of crappy games.
Sure.
But did they have a franchise mode with the previous edition of 2K for the WNBA?
No, it was just a season.
So I think it's going to be the same thing.
Yeah, and that's the part.
Franchise mode.
And they should. And that's the part.
I think it needs to be its own standalone game, but they fear that it won't make as much money.
Right, and that's why I think you add it to the 2K. You just add it. It's not really doing too much. You're just saying,
let's add it on there. And ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna add franchise mode for the WNBA for an extra $30. You can get that with the. Yep.
No, yep. I don't think so. I don't think. See, that would be dumb. You'd be cutting your foot off. I don't think they would do that. I don't think they would do that. We're talking about going from.
In addition to 2K, that was $130, wasn't it?
There's always $130, but that's for people who want the extra cards. They want the extra skateboards that you just read off. They don't care about WNBA franchise. That's for people who play My Player and My Team. Right. For other people like myself who actually enjoy, owning a team or running a team or running a franchise, which I'm happy that they did 2 different modes. And that's why I feel like it wouldn't be a big deal to make a WNBA franchise because you have a franchise mode where you have storylines, and then you have a franchise mode where you don't have storylines, which I believe it's called like My League or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like it wouldn't be a big deal to just say my WNBA league as opposed to my NBA league. It's like adding just changing players from men to women. Like it wouldn't be a big deal. That's why I couldn't see them charge extra money for it. But
I can. But
I
that's
don't
here or there.
I don't. Yeah, I think it's because you don't play. I think if you played it, you would see that there's no value in adding there's no value in adding the WNBA that would make it cost more money. Now, if you were adding WNBA my team, then that would probably cost more money because that's something completely different.
I also think it might be it'll bring a lot of the I guess social media to rain down upon the NBA because of the whole wage thing too.
Now that would be something completely different because
if you put it in franchise mode, you do have to deal with salaries.
You do have to deal with salaries, and it would be completely different, but it also would be good to paint that picture. I think people would need to see that, and the discrepancy would be great. I would love to see it because we always talk about it, but we don't see it. Yep. So if I'm a franchise owner and I'm signing these young ladies for $750,000, but my budget, obviously the budgets are going to be smaller. But you're signing these women for $750,000 for whatever amount of years, opposed to the 21 million over here over 3 years in the NBA. Obviously, it would cause a big issue. But
oh yeah.
But at the same time, that's reality. Like that's how it is.
That's reality.
That's what I want to see. I want to see that.
And you mentioned, not having 2K shoot themselves. That will shoot them in the foot.
I don't think so.
With the NBA.
I don't think so. I think if that's the way it really is, then that's what you would have to do. I mean, honestly, I feel like that's what it is. So I think they were supposed to do a WNBA franchise, but from what I could see, it didn't. It didn't go. So this is saying here on this particular website that 2K21 includes a WNBA league on the next gen versions, but I haven't seen it unless it's something that they just recently added. And let's see, when is this article? I don't even see it. This is October, and it's July of 2021, and I've never seen this particular mode. So I would like to see it just because, like I said, it gives you something different. I love some of the WNBA players, so I want to play with them as opposed to, just playing with men all the time. Although it's great, sure, but it would be different and it would be a challenge. But I also think that it's time, and that's the only thing I can give credit to for EA Sports is that they took it and allowed females to play as female characters from the beginning. And there are a lot of, great 2K players who are female. And I think giving them that opportunity to play as women in the park and in the rec would be good. Now, granted, it would be weird because I don't know how many dunking animations the women would have, right? But at least they would be able to actually play and choose to play versus the men or versus the women. Or maybe they just make it, an actual video game and give the women the same abilities that the men have. It's very possible. So I would just like to see it personally. But then because you honestly might have some men choose to play as women. Some men are like that. So that's just my opinion. I want to see it. Yeah, I'm gonna check and see if it's on there. I've never seen it personally. I've only seen the single season mode. But if they're saying that it's in there, I'll check it out and get back to you. Check it out. But we also have Game 4 tonight, boyo. Bucks, Suns NBA Finals. This doesn't even feel like a finals, honestly. It's taking so long, man. This is taking so long.
Now we have 2 days break between games now. So
oh my God, it's taking so long. But the Suns are still in Milwaukee. And I'm believing that the Suns bounce back for game 4 and close it out at home for game 5. That's my prediction. And I'm sticking to it.
Wait, who do you got?
The Suns, baby.
The Suns. Doc did say that the Bucks would win a game.
I did say a game, and honestly, I felt like the refs carried them. PJ Tucker's dunked on face here, as you see behind me, clearly states like, I don't know how we won this game. As you can clearly see, on a couple episodes ago, I posted the shocked PJ Tucker face, and that shock wasn't because he got dunked on. That shock was because he was shocked that they won the game.
Yeah, I'm also going to go with the Suns. I think they're going to make the necessary adjustments. Honestly, the Bucks, once they put DeAndre Ayton in foul trouble, like that kind of shifted the tide of the entire game for them.
I mean, I feel like
Devin Booker just having a really, really bad shooting night. And then he was also just taking shots that that's more of an anomaly for him. Like he didn't really take a lot of those shots during these playoffs. He definitely taken those shots like during the season and the previous year. But like in these particular playoffs, he didn't necessarily take, those type of pull-up threes type of shots. Try to, will his confidence back and will his team back into the game sort of thing. But I think the Suns are going to be able to bounce back.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's similar to what happened in the Atlanta series. And I kept saying as long as they control Capella and Collins that, they will be able to win. And obviously they controlled Ayton, even though he was taking some really, really huge shots. Game 3, I think his outing was really, really spectacular. He was hitting, big jumpers, but at the end of the day, I mean, it just wasn't enough. Devin Booker only had 10 points. I can't expect the Suns to only have Devin Booker have 10 points back-to-back games. We'll call this the mask game from the previous
game.
From the previous series with the Clippers. 10 points, 6 rebounds. We'll just see. But this game, I expect them to come out just swinging. And I want to see more Frank the Tank. Come on, Frank, get in there. But I know that you saw this show or heard this show. A little rusty. I know. I'm coming back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you worry. I'm going to work this out. I know you heard this show on your favorite podcast platform, but if you didn't, you can always go to our website at www.debateamongstfriends.com to listen to this episode as well as all of our previous episodes. Be sure to tune in tomorrow as we cover Game 4, where the Suns would have beaten the Bucks. That's right, I said it right here at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you'll be able to find us every day, Monday through Friday. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for more news, more analysis, and the read.